One word to describe competing for SFU is tradition.
My word is success.
Determination.
Experience.
Inspiring.
One word to describe competing for SFU is excellence.
It is family.
Passion.
My word is pride.
Opportunity.
My word is patriotic.
I am Sophie Swan.
I am Adam Jones.
I am Peyton Smith.
I am Justin Guerin.
I am Victoria Saunders.
I am Braden Charlton.
I am Michaela Guerrero.
I am Graham Miller.
I am Christine Howlett.
I am Adrian Vanderhelm.
I am Michelle Waters, and we are proud to be on Canada's NCAA team.
Hello everyone, and thanks for watching SFU men's basketball on Clan TV. I'm Steve Frost, sitting in for Howard Samura, varsityletters.ca, and we are coming to you live from the West Gym. Howard will be joining us shortly as we get our broadcast underway. We have a GNAC basketball doubleheader for you here tonight, and the Clan men will kick things off in a game against the visiting Alaska Nanooks. We will have more on the visitors in a moment, but first a recap of the last game. Last Saturday, Simon Fraser welcomed Montana State Billings to the West Gym, and the two teams battled down to the wire. The Clan held a 32-31 lead at the half, extended that advantage to 13 points in the second half, but the Yellow Jackets came roaring back. They finished the game on a 19-6 run to erase the deficit. And SFU had two chances to win the game in the final 6 seconds. Two three-point shot attempts fell short, and SFU lost 77-75. SFU outscored MSUB in the paint off turnovers and bench points, but the Jackets won the game. Senior Kadar Salam once again led the team in scoring, putting up 21 points on 6 of 13 shooting. And with the loss, the Clan is now 9-15 overall this season, 3-13 in league games. The team will look to put an end to their 5-game losing streak tonight against Alaska, led by head coach Mike Durham. Last week, the visitors from Fairbanks earned a split at home against Central Washington and Northwest Nazarene. And we will have more from the West Gym, and we will be joined by Howard Samura right after we take a short break. You're watching SFU men's basketball on Clan TV.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to meet today's starting lineups, beginning with the last minute. Starting at guard, number 3, Jalen McCullough. Starting forward, number 21, Alex Pregame. Starting guard, number 31, Trey Eisenman. Starting forward, number 34, Dalton Lubin. And starting forward, number 40, Michael Cooter. And coach of the Knicks, with assistant coach Bobby Howard. And now, ladies and gentlemen, today's starting lineup for your SFU West. Starting at guard, standing 6'1", the sophomore from Ontario, number 0, Neil Smith. Starting point guard, standing 6'1", the junior from Seattle, Washington, number 5, Jordan Muirfield. Starting guard, standing 6 feet, a sophomore from London, Ontario, number 20, Michael Robinson. Starting forward, standing 6'8", a junior from Toronto, Ontario, number 23, Tyrell. And starting off, standing 6'3", a senior from Toronto, Ontario, number 11,
And welcome back to the West Gym, everybody. It's a great night for basketball here at Simon Fraser University, so why not play two? We'll start off with the men as they get set to face the University of Alaska Nanooks here at the West Gym. Thanks for joining us on a mid-February night atop Burnaby Mountain. Beautiful clear skies outside, and Simon Fraser men trying to snap a 5-game losing streak. The 8-8 Alaska Nanooks in town to provide the opposition. Alaska coming in, as we say, with that 500 record, tied with their state rivals Alaska Anchorage. Simon Fraser sitting at 3-13 as we get set for the opening tip. And it's going to be Michael Cluting, but the Clan will win the jump. Tyrell Lewin, number 23 on the floor. Of course, great performance in their most recent loss here at the West Gym. Some great high percentage numbers in the paint. There's Mike Provenzano now to Spence, will kick it around. Jordan Muir-King, great penetration underneath, and a great look for Lewin. He sticks with it, can't get the finish, gets a second rebound, and Tyrell Lewin is going to be rewarded to start this basketball. The re-jump huge for number 23 underneath. We just got finished talking about the great high percentage numbers he put up in the last game. Lewin missing off the cue, but refusing to give up on that basketball. Great cut down low for the Nanooks and a follow underneath, but there's Lewin again. He erases the effort of Cluting underneath. Muir-King is going to put up the shot, and Simon Fraser with a real determined start here. And they have jumped out to a 5-0 lead. Jordan Muir-King with a 3 in rhythm in that last half-court set. The Nanooks now with the basketball, posting up against Kadar Wright, a big size advantage underneath. And that's Dalton Lutens. He's going to score it for the Nanooks to open the scoring for them. Nice early energy, though, by the home team. Provenzano's look at a 3-ball off the give from Kadar Wright off the mark. Pushing at tempo, it's Jalen McCullough. McCullough's going to get it back on the baseline. Muir-King with a nice bit of foot movement there on the baseline to cut off that drive. He's going to get it back, though, as McCullough's going to feed the post again, including with Tyrell Lewin all over him. Shot clock now down to 10 for the Nanooks. Luton's far side of the court now. Kadar right out to guard. One on the shot clock. What a great job defensively by the Clan. They took every option away from their 500 visitors. Salam with a three, a back-to-back triples now for Simon Fraser. Certainly no surprise if you let Kadar Wright get into his zone. The GNAC's leading scorer is going to do that to you. Great job there from Wright to measure up the triple, knock it down to 8-2, our score here in the early going. Rising for that baseline jumper and swishing it. It's Trey Eisenhut. Trey Eisenhut, the 5'11 junior out of Vancouver, Washington. Quick turnaround move there gets called as he loses his pivot on the turnaround move. A tough one there for Kadar as he turns the ball over. Simon Fraser, of course, coached by Steve Hansen, his second year at the helm. Sean Shook, Brett McDonald, his assistants. As the Clan is down to their final 4 games of the regular season. Spence guarding closely there is going to get called for the foul. It's Alex Bayham, number 21, he was guarding. Our starters are Jalen McCullough, Alex Bayham, Trey Eisenhut, Dalton Lutens, Michael Cluting. 5 Danucks on the floor. They're coached by Mick Durham in his 7th season out of Montana State. They're going to call a kickball here. Jalen McCullough, the sophomore, the 5'9 transfer. He's a Fairbanks native from Peninsula Community College. Luton's a long look at a three, just off the mark. An offensive board is going to be gobbled up there by the Nanoks. Luton's. Eisenhut now, ball reversal underneath. Great job there. They will lay the ball up and in. Dalton Luton's gets a big basket there as the Nanoks pulled it within 8-6. Tough season for the Clan. Would love to snap the losing streak here, and that goes a long way towards doing just that as Kadar Salam rises, knocks down his second triple of this first half. 11-6, a 5-point Clan lead. Clan, of course, reduced in that starting group. Tough breaks for JJ Pankratz. So we'll get back to play here as Salam now with the basketball off of a steal. Salam Provenzano, Mir Kiyoung, Tyrell Lewin, and Othniel Spence, the 5 Clan players. They came out as the starters, are still on the floor. And Gani Moyo is going to check in for the Clan at the next stoppage. Shot clock now down to 8. Salam thought about the jumper instead. Will penetrate, go right to the window for the layup. Kadar with 8 points. In the first 4.5 minutes of play, Kadar Salam is feeling it for Simon Fraser. Always a good sign for the guys from Burnaby Mountain. Luton's now with the basketball. McCullough comes up to get it. Provenzano knocks it loose. Clan limiting options in the half court, doing a great job of that here in the early going. Luton's posting up against Tyrell Lewin. They're going to kick it back outside, almost get a steal, but they recover with Luton's. Back up top now to Eisenhut, and he's going to knock down the triple. Trey Eisenhut knocks down the tray to make it 13-9. My apologies for getting Cluting and Luton's mixed up. My apologies to the Fairbanks fans. We'll get that straight. Here's Lewin. Demir Kiyoung just inside the three-point arc, I believe. Nope, they called it a 3, 16-9. Simon Fraser has hit 4 triples in the first 5.5 minutes of play. So the Clan feeling it, and certainly think that they've got that inside game partially solved with Lewin playing so well of late. McCullough now back up top to Eisenhut. Moved the ball around to Luton's. Now to Cluting. Trey Eisenhut with 6 on the shot clock. Double team comes, they get a steal. Provenzano and Lewin did a great job there to strip Eisenhut. And now the point guard to Kadar Wright. Wright's going to take another 3, why not? Just off the iron. And a big rebound there to Bayham. He's loses track. Fairbanks can't help themselves here in the early going. They're consistently turning the ball over here. Spence to give underneath, and the lay-in is going to be good by Tyrell Lewin. So Lewin with a couple of baskets, and Mick Durham wants to take time. He wants to chat with his Nanoks about what's happening. Simon Fraser getting things done at tempo. What a great start for the home team here. We'll take a look on the Clan TV replay. Thanks off the top to Steve Frost for filling in on the pregame show as I scrambled to get up Ernie Mountain. Thought we had a replay on the Clan TV monitor. We don't, but we had a great start by Simon Fraser. And 18-9 the score. Certainly exciting to see Jordan Muir-Kyung knock down the triple. Kadar knocked down a pair of them. Tyrell Lewin doing a great job in the paint. That was a beautiful opening basket by Lewin, number 23. Getting an offensive board, getting another second chance at it, and scoring a tough basket underneath. Stage of the season for Simon Fraser with that tough record near the bottom of the GNAC standings. Certainly, we'd love to get some results in the win column for the effort this season. Certainly, if you've spent any time with us at all on Clan TV this season, it's been a lot of tough losses in the late going by Simon Fraser. Take a look at some of the numbers in Simon Fraser. Both teams shooting it well. Simon Fraser, though, 7 of 11, 64% from the field. They're 4 of 6, as we mentioned, from beyond the arc. 8 points for Kadar Salam, 6 for Jordan Muir-Kyung, who's got a pair of triples, I should say, and Tyrell Lewin. 2 of 4 from the field for 4 points. 5 for Trey Eisenhut, 4 for Dalton Lutens. They are the only scorers thus far for Fairbanks. Looks like Nick Durham is going to make a sub coming in. It's going to be Joe Lenway. He is a 6'7" junior out of Kansas City, and certainly they want to bring the volume in the paint. And we see Lenway chatting it up with Tyrell Lewin. Those two will come together in the block. Back up top, Kimball, Davis Kimball as well, number 22, and number 11 is Amonifus Mitchell. Jumper for 3 from the top, too strong off the back iron by Bale, but a big rebound gobbled up by the Nanooks, and they will reset with a new shot clock. Mitchell finds his way on the baseline and knocks down us. Finds it and just slams it on the baseline. Mitchell finds a way to the basket. And we see now Fairbanks dropping back into a zone. We'll see how Simon Fraser reacts on their first look against this Fairbanks zone, which looks like it's some fair size to it. Salam gets inside, tries to anyway. Moyo now, the shot clock down to 9. They'll go back to Salam. Spence with a nice move. He gets just inside the zone, tries to knock down the jumper, can't do it. A loose ball on the floor, and it looks like the officials will call Lewin with a foul. It's his first foul of the game. It's a second team foul. The Nanooks yet to take a foul in this game. My gosh, Joe Lenway is a massive humanity, 6'7", 270. City native really is trying to answer what Fairbanks wasn't getting in the early going. Eisenhut tries to make a tough move underneath. Well, Kimball checked that. Provenzano, floater down the other side, will get the shooter's roll, and Michael Provenzano giving Simon Fraser a 9-point lead. But as the Clan faithful have seen this season, big leads are not safe, and Simon Fraser clearly knows it's a 40-minute proposition here today. Snap that 5-game losing streak. Here's Lenway at the high post, can't find a man, finally dumps it off to Mitchell. 3 ball is off the back iron. Battle underneath for a rebound. And Moyo again battling hard against LaDonovan Wilder. There's a timeout on the floor. We will take a short timeout as well here from the West Gym. Simon Fraser 20, Alaska 11. Back with more in a moment.
If I lose, I'll respond with respect.
If I win, I'll back it up with humility.
If I fail, I'll rise up with honor. It's tough for us to put it all on the line.
Don't undo my hard work with poor sportsmanship.
Respect. It's the name of the game.
For me, one word to describe competing for SFU is passion. Because to accomplish anything, you have to work for it. You need to love to work for it. My passion for basketball drives me to dedicate everything I have to it, day in and day out. I am Graham Miller, and I am proud to be on Canada's NCAA men's basketball team.
And I think we're back with you on Clan TV. Some technical difficulties here courtside. We don't have our screen working courtside, but I believe we are back in time to let you know. Today's game is live streamed on YouTube, and you can watch it at athletics.sfu.ca/live. This game also available on demand at athletics.sfu.ca/on-demand. And yes, Gabe Lynn, we can hear you. Back to live action here. 9-point lead coming out of the timeout for Simon Fraser in white. They have the basketball, and a thanks again for joining us on our Clan TV broadcast. Batted out of bounds with some purpose there by Davis Kimball. Shot clock now down to 8. The Clan bench counting it out. Spence to Lewin to Provenzano for 3. Oh, rolls off the iron and out and into the arms of Alex Bale. Very quickly now, Davis Kimball back down the floor, and thank you for restoring our technical difficulties here. We are back with our replay screen. And I mentioned that it helps me communicate with our production central here at the West Gym. Turning a corner. And driving, the ball is going to go out of bounds. Bayham driving into the basket, loses possession of the Clan ball. He's questioning the officials on that one. Love the play of this young Simon Fraser player, number 13, Bongono Moyo. An undersized but a strong kid who plays with great heart, great hustle. A walk-on kid who, in an injury-riddled season, has given him something here at the end of the year. Fun to watch him. You'll notice him, number 13, as he goes down on the low block. Provenzano now with the basketball. Lewin turns and goes off the window, doesn't get it to go. Moyo almost got his mitts on that one. He was first to get a touch. Couldn't bring it down. Fairbanks with the basketball. Wilder thought about the three. They'll kick back up to the big man. Lenway showed a nice passing touch from the high post, but Fairbanks, and this is what the Clan has done throughout this contest. They have forced the Fairbanks team deep into the shot clock, and they have forced them to take shots. When they've hit threes, they've been successful. But for the most part, the Clan have done a great job defensively here. And Lenway now with the basketball to Wilder as they recycle the shot clock. Mitchell to Wilder. They're going to kick it out for 3, and it'll go off the front of the iron. The shot off the mark by Alex Bayham. Salam, the rebound to get it back down the court. There's going to be a lot of changes on the floor in a few moments here. As Provenzano directs traffic. Davis Kimball out to guard him. Provenzano now across to Othniel Spence. Shot clock down, now down to 9. Spence is going to take the long 3. He's going to go in the cylinder now, and what a huge play underneath. And that's Bongani Moyo with the offensive rebound. He is pumped up on the floor, number 13. And he's an energy guy. Every team needs to have that energy spark, and Bongani Moyo's done a great job there. Lewin as well uses the wingspan to ignite Kadar down the floor, and Salam will go the full 94 for the lay-in. 24-11 for Simon Fraser. What a great start by the home team here, and again, Fairbanks needs to call for time. Simon Fraser doing a great job as we head to a timeout. Let's take a look at the Clan TV replay as Kadar down the floor with one purpose in mind. He goes off the window, but a great job there to ignite that sequence down the floor by Tyrell Lewin. We saw the big man using the wingspan underneath. Right now it's Mick Durham and his Alaska Nanooks talking things over. And we made the point of shot clock with Alaska early in this game, and if you've noticed, Simon Fraser is aggressively playing a random defense that's not allowing the Nanooks to really get into their sets until there's about 12 seconds or 13 seconds on the shot clock. And that's been to the Clan's credit here. As Alex Frangis, wearing number 34 at the Portland Centennial secondary as well as Bowen Bakken, one of the guards wearing number 1 of the Delta secondary in Ladner. And Bowen had a huge game. Knocked down some triples in the last game coming off the bench. So a makeshift group here for the Clan. We'll see what they can do. Frangis will try to be the lockdown guy in the post right now. Here's Mitchell. Ooh, and Mitchell is going to get that one to fall. He finds his sweet spot from about 10 feet out and knocks down the short jump shot. 24-13 to score, a 12-point Clan lead. Again, that zone there, that 2-3 zone, it's about the third time Simon Fraser's now faced it. Moyo rescues the play. Spence jump stop off the hip, and he is going to draw the contact. Othniel Spence takes it right at the heart of the zone. Foul being called against Amonifus Mitchell. Mitchell, the 6'4" junior out of Missouri City, Texas, transfer to Cabrillo College. And that's the basketball journey he's been on to wear the blue and gold of Alaska here. Othniel steps up and shows the touch, 26-13. 13-point lead here now for the Simon Fraser Clan. Starting point guard McCullough now back at the controls. Fairbanks able to get the ball in the hands of the big man, Joe Lenway, on the baseline. Vrangis caught in a bit of a pickle there right underneath the basket, trying to defend him, and Lenway is a big, big man, and he muscles his way to the free throw line for the N1 opportunity here. Team fouls at a minimum here. Clan have 3, Alaska has 1, and we're past the midway mark with 8:08 remaining here in this opening half of play. Thanks for joining us again on Clan TV. Jordan Muir-Kyung. Spence attacked it last time. This time they go to Bongani Moyo. They go inside out back to Bakken. Bowen quickly to Bongani, who is going to face a mismatch every time he has the ball. Here's Bowen for 3, and he knocks it down. Bowen Bakken. The Delta Pacer, the Ladner native, knocks down the three-pointer. Bowen Bakken was nailed to the bench for most of this season, but boy, since he's come on, he's knocked in a flurry of trays, and a rebound here from Muir-King, and he will take it quickly up court. Great move to shake his defender. Finds Spence for 3, and Othniel with a big triple. Credit the dime to number 5, Jordan Muir-Kyung, with a great job to shake his defender, a great spin move. Really caught the defense flat-footed, and there was Othniel to knock down the big 3. Lenway to McCullough. Bakken doing a great job getting out defensively. Trey Eisenhut stepping up and delivering. And Eisenhut has been a menace. Vancouver, Washington native out of Portland Community College knocks down another 3-ball, 32-19. Clan at one of those positions you wonder, can they step on the jugular? Can they get that done here in the early stages? Bakken thought about the 3. Muir-Kyung now back up, tough shot clock down to 6 seconds for Muir-Kyung. Crossover move and kick back. Ooh, they look for Vrangis down low and can't find Alex as he moves to the basket. An interesting lineup right now with Bongani Moyo, Alec Vrangis, and Bowen Bakken on the floor as we take a look on the Clan TV replay. Bowen knocking down the 3. What a great job, and what a great high school career he had in Ladner for the Delta Pacers. And certainly has bided his time here with the Clan. There's a timeout on the floor as we leave you with shots of the latest scoring play on the floor. Simon Fraser with a 32-19 lead, 6:17. Back with more from the West Gym in just a moment.
For me, one word to describe competing for SFU is opportunity, because I can continue to pursue my Olympic dream as a swimmer while receiving a top quality Canadian education. I know that whichever path I take after graduation, I am well prepared for it. I am Adrian Vanderhelm, and I am proud to be on Canada's NCAA swim team.
here on Clan TV. A quick shot by our Clan TV crew, that Simon Fraser bench, and certainly a spot of future encouragement for this team. Good reports on the redshirts and their progress in practice. Certainly they all have to be difference makers, or start to be, early in their Clan careers after this Clan team loses not only Kadar Salam, who we just see right on the floor right now as Lenway works in the high post. Find a willing taker, and it results in a steal. We'll get back to the Clan bench in just a moment. Great take down the floor, and Jordan Muir-Keung doing a great job. So many of the Clan guards feeling it right now. When you get that many guards contributing to the cause, good things can happen. Here's McCullough. Lenway wants to go right to the rack, and he took it with authority. Take a look at our Clan TV replay here. The skip pass underneath, stolen away, and Jordan Muir-Keung, great body control for that finish. And a great look from our Clan TV crew here at the West Gym. So Lenway, the 6'7", 270-pounder. Is that right? Kansas City, Kansas Community College. Alex Frangis out of the game. Tyrell Lewin, number 23, back into the game. This Clan team, and we'll get back to what we were talking about. Isaiah Sherman-Newsom and JJ Pancratz, both seniors, along with Salam, both out. What we guess is the remainder of the season, and that can be no tougher situation for those two who were such great soldiers in this program. Certainly a tough one for those two. Simon Fraser down to 5:11 left here in the opening half. Got a 13-point lead and trying to make it more. Double clutch underneath the basket. Kadar Salam, what a move in traffic by number 11 to score it and give the Clan a 36-21 lead, their largest of the game. Provenzano doing his best to try and slow Trey Eisenhut. Easier said than done. Eisenhut, dynamic player. Take a shot of that bench as you see JJ Pancratz and Isaiah Sherman-Newsom. Isaiah with the wrap for the wrist injury, and JJ with the boot. Tough way for those guys to finish their Clan careers, but certainly their efforts appreciated beyond what words can actually say. A tough one for Sherman-Newsom, who actually is an Alaska native, to not be able to play against the Alaska schools here this weekend. Salam for three, just off the mark for Kadar, and the rebound quickly gobbled up by Lutens. McCullough sets the tempo here in the half court. Great move to shake his man. Gets the ball back. Bakken, though, continuing to guard well. Simon, an interesting defensive presence here. What looks like a shell of his own defense, and it shifts, it moves, it plays aggressively. We certainly are interested and happy to announce that we've got some nice features set for our broadcast, and we will be letting you know about those as the broadcast continues. Alaska, though, with the basketball. Clan dodge a bullet there as Eisenhut missing on the three. His team down by 15. Pulling up for the three on the other end and knocking it down, Jordan Muir-Keung. So Muir-Keung, I believe, his third triple of this first half of play for number 5. What a job he's done. And this Clan lead balloons to 39-21. A huge lead for Simon Fraser. Lenway looks underneath, finds a man, Eisenhut for the lay-in. And we just referenced Lenway has a bullet in terms of his delivery from the high post, and he can see the floor. The big man serves up the dime there to Eisenhut. Great pass. Here's Provenzano into traffic. Goes back up top to Spence. Neal will challenge the defense, go right to the window. Oh, tough break there. Just enough of a defensive presence from Alaska underneath to disrupt the drive there. Spence takes a big drive to the basket. Spence will be such a huge part of what the Clan are just like Kadar Salam is right now with that steal. Salam barrels down the floor into contact, and he gets it. Kadar Salam, what a terrific move down the floor. The foul is going to get called against number 21, Alex Bayham. And as you look on that Clan TV replay, Kadar Salam taking names and numbers as he goes down the floor. A short timeout here, but we'd love to throw right now to head coach Steve Hansen. And every coach loves their seniors. Coach Hansen reflecting on what it's been to have 3 great leaders on this Clan team.
We're going to rely on their leadership for the 2 guys that are on the bench, and for a guy like Kadar, we expect him to be the scoring champion in the GNAC this year. We're going to do everything we can to make sure he attains that goal. But 2 of our biggest wins this year is when Kadar's had huge offensive output. So, I think our guys around Kadar understand what it takes to win with this group of guys. So just playing consistent basketball and down the stretch finishing a game off, I think both games are winnable, and that's our goal. We'll go 2-0 this week.
And great to hear from Coach Steve Hansen in his second year. And I have followed the coaching curve Steve Hansen throughout. Of course, what a great career he had coaching the Terry Fox Ravens. As we take a look at some of the great replays of the Clan here in the opening half of play, Steve Hansen coaching Terry Fox to the BC Quadruple A Championship. At the Langley Event Center as Jordan Muir-Kyung knocks one down, joining the staff here as an assistant and being promoted to the head job now into his second year, and really doing a terrific job here in trying to build the stock and the equity of the Simon Fraser Clan men's basketball team. Back to main action here as he talked about his seniors. Certainly one of them right there, Kadar Salam, steps up to the free throw line right now. What has been a marvelous first half for Simon Fraser University. Salam with a miss there. The ball gets tipped around and scooped up by Kimball, Davis Kimball. Kick out by Lenway. Kimball off the window, draws the contact. Oh, and they're going to say that an offensive foul there as Tyrell Lewin gets it done defensively. His Clan teammates erupting in cheer as solid job there done by the. Time to take a look at the replay here as Lewin bravely standing in front of Kimball, and clearly the right call. Provenzano out there with Spence wearing 0, Muir-Kyung with the ball now number 5, Tyrell Lewin number 23, as well as Kadar Salam. So guard heavy, but everybody in this group has been clicking here offensively in the opening half of play. Muir-Kyung saves it, Lewin pivots back out, tip, but into the hands of Salam. Shot clock though down to 9. Kadar with Lenway there, and Lenway is just a massive humanity. He is a moving wrench on the floor. He gets in the way of your plans at every turn. The big man as well with the soft hands and the great touch as a high post passer. Kimball now with the basketball back up top to Hatch, Zach Hatch, number 12. Shake off Neil Spence quickly to Kimball. Davis Kimball will back it out. Clan have been grinders in the half court defensively. That's the only way to put it. They've done a great job defensively. They find a nice pass down low. Muir-Kyung though there to repel the pass, and he's going to get the rebound. Got knocked backwards as he heads back down the floor. Not too sure. Oh, they're calling a foul on Othniel Spence. I didn't see that one. Othniel perplexed. Oh, I'd love to see a replay of that one. I didn't see that. The Clan player actually got knocked back after he got in position to get a rebound, and you thought maybe there would be a fall there. Instead, Fairbanks with Lutens at the free throw line, he's going to hit the first one. So they will bring Moyo in quickly, number 13. They don't want Othniel to pick up that third one in the final 139, but a tough break for Simon Fraser to have Othniel Spence off the floor. They want that momentum to continue. That was yakking through that replay. Apologies there, but you saw it. So Simon Fraser with a nice lead, but strange play there. They have a 16-point lead here, 1:39 remaining. What a first half it's been for Simon Fraser. George Muir-Keon, Kadar Salam, Tyrell Lewin. Certainly getting the job done. Provenzano now. Moyo. Salam into the paint. No look underneath the Lewin. And boy, he got hammered underneath. No call there. Salam gets a loose ball, kicks it out. The triple by Moyo swirls in and out of the cylinder is quickly Bayham, or check that, Kimball now with the basketball. Mitchell up top for Hatch. They will find Wilder. Wilder the drive, the kick. And again, Clan doing a good job of getting that shot clock to wind down. It's down to 12 as they put up a three, and they're going to knock that one down though. As Mitchell knocks down the triple. Just showing you, Alaska, how dangerous they can be from beyond the arc. Certainly you cannot rest on them. If you're going to try to start getting into a trading match here, jump shot for jump shot, this team can make up some ground. The Clan got to keep playing inside out. Tough turnaround shot by Kadar is off the mark, and a rebound there. Shot clock should actually be off. There's 22 seconds left in this opening half of play. Alaska would love to find a way to score it. Shot clock should be off here. The final 10 seconds of play. They rise again for the three, and they knock it down. Alaska may have had a tough start to this first half, but they come back. Oh, and Simon Fraser almost knocks down a shot at the buzzer. But the Clan built up a big lead, and they got to be shaking their heads a bit to only be up by 10 here as Alaska hits a flurry of threes at the end of this half. The cushion remains at 10 though, 41-31. And we are going to effort a interview here if we can, and we would hope to get Kadar Salam and ask him about his thoughts here if we can potentially get him here on Clan TV. To 31, a 10-point lead for Simon Fraser. Instead, we will just go to break. We'll take a short break. We'll be back with more stats and everything here from the West Gym. 41-31 our score. Howard Smurr here with you, Clan TV. Back with more in a moment.
For me, one word to describe competing for SFU is passion. Because to accomplish anything, you have to work for it. You need to love to work for it. My passion for basketball drives me to dedicate everything I have to it, day in and day out. I am Graham Miller, and I am proud to be on Canada's NCAA men's basketball team.
If I lose, I'll respond with respect.
If I win, I'll back it up with humility.
If I fail, I'll rise up with honor.
It's tough for us to put it all on the line.
Don't undo my hard work with poor sportsmanship.
Respect. It's the name of the game.
Welcome to Caption This. My name's Taylor Jackson. I'll be your host for the evening, along with my co-host, Scamp. So, caption this. I'm going to pick out a picture to be an action shot. You guys are going to have 10 seconds to come up with the most hilarious and suitable caption. Got it?
Yep, Tyler, Dan.
Go.
Okay.
What's it going to be?
Okay, I like it. Yeah.
Team 1.
When you regret the shot as you take it.
Funny. Like it. Okay. Team 2.
I just ate cheese and I'm not feeling so good.
Okay, that's cool. For those of you that don't know, Sophie is lactose intolerant. That's funny. Okay, I'm gonna have to give that one to Team 2.
Oh my god. Okay.
Yikes. Oh, yikes, eh? Are we ready?
When you think you can dab.
Oh, okay. So, I know I can dab, right?
Our caption is just before you hit a gnarly dab.
Hey, because you're like, almost like you really got to sneeze, right?
You're sucking up.
Hey,
come on.
Okay, I'm going to have to give it to Team 1 because you guys pretty much said I couldn't dab, and they pretty much said that I was gonna do an amazing dab.
Ooh.
Team 2, what you got?
All right. Jones is saying, "Ew, why is she touching me?"
It's pretty good.
Okay, we're taking defeat. We're asking you, Taylor.
All right. I would say when you're driving into an underground parking garage and you're not sure if the van's gonna scrape the top of the bar. But that's just
good.
me.
That's actually good.
Go.
Ooh.
Yes! Okay, team 1. What's it gonna be?
Our caption is when someone in that crowd needs a shower.
Team 2.
Sophie, was that you?
Not again.
Oh, this is
a little tag team. That was so cute.
Yeah, you know, teamwork makes the dream work.
Honestly, I'm gonna give this one to team 2 because I thought it was really cute how you guys kind of like tag teamed it. You know. Oh, this one.
What am I doing? Statue of Liberty. Good job. Look at your face in the back.
Yeah,
I know. There's so many things going on.
Disgusted.
I won.
Okay, when Taylor finally stops coughing on a road trip.
Oh.
But why would I be sad?
No, you're happy. You're happy.
You're like
relieved.
yeah, that's a
relief
This is like a
thing.
look of like.
No, that's
Anyways, okay, team 2, what's it gonna be?
When Taylor Jackson finally passes her first conditioning test at SFU.
That was actually this year, guys.
Yeah.
Thanks. Round of applause.
Congratulations.
Can we not ignore Taylor though? Like, I feel like she's gonna be in like Rise of the Planet of the Apes. Like, Loki.
I like theirs because theirs was positive and yours was kind of positive, but it was also kind of like
shots
insinuating that like I never pass anything.
Oh no, girl. No.
Yeah.
What is my neck?
Team number 1, what you got?
That feeling when you need to bust a move mid-game.
Okay, team 2.
Well, it's a good shot of me.
You sound so nervous.
Okay. So Taylor has a demo of what we're trying to explain, but when you're still trying to learn that new dance move everyone's getting
Board
down.
breaker or
show
whatever
us
it's
what you
called.
got.
Can we all do it?
Hey.
Oh, she's
good. Looks like our winner is team 2. Ding 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 ding. Thank you so much for joining us on our first ever episode of Caption This. We look forward to seeing you back here soon. Make sure you come out to a game.
For me, one word to describe competing for SFU is opportunity, because I can continue to pursue my Olympic dream as a swimmer while receiving a top quality Canadian education. I know that whichever path I take after graduation, I am well prepared for it. I am Adrian Vanderhelm, and I am proud to be on Canada's NCAA swim team.
I've been playing basketball for, I'd say around 8-9 years. My dad played when he was in high school, and every morning from grade 8 to 12, I want to say, he would be rebounding for me every single morning. I would walk into his room and say, "Dad, we gotta go to the gym." And we would head up to the gym and just shoot and have a great time together. That's how I kind of discovered the game, and then I ended up falling in love with it.
That is the beginning of the relationship between Nicole Vanderhelm and the game of basketball. Over the years, she has dedicated a lot of time and effort into her craft, and as a result, she developed a diverse set of skills that make her special on the court.
My biggest strength is versatility, so I can play inside and out. I can bring up the ball if needed, I can post up, and definitely I'm a very aggressive player, so I bring that hustle, kind of blue-collared athlete, and as Bruce would say, a little bit of vinegar to the mix, meaning a little bit of, not so much attitude, but just aggressiveness and get after it mentality.
A native of Surrey, Nicole returned home to BC to join the Clan women's basketball program after spending 2 years at Division I Santa Clara University. She has had 3 different coaches since graduating from Holy Cross Regional High School, and that hasn't been easy for the redshirt sophomore.
Having 3 different coaches was definitely a challenge, but one thing I've discovered through it all is you need to do what makes you happy, and I know that sounds cliche, but just finding that coach that allows you to be yourself and truly wants you to become a better person on and off the court is very important. And just being able to play and see my parents in the stands, that's very rewarding.
Although she is new to the program, Nicole had played with several clan players in the past. And as someone who has more experience, she understands what it takes for a young team to achieve success in a competitive conference and region.
I've played with just Taylor at one point and Sophie, so it was nice to be able to come to a team where I was a little bit familiar with them. And since we are so young, I feel like the way that we're going to win games sometimes is being aggressive and the hustle plays. So I feel like doing the intangibles will help the team succeed. A lot of girls are playing minutes that they didn't think that they would, which is great. It helps their confidence. It helps the team really come together. We're not the most experienced team out there, but we work very, very hard, and I think that the team chemistry will come.
For Nicole, results certainly matter, but what is even more important is that she is enjoying herself and having fun in the process.
For me, I'd say the most exciting thing about basketball is just like going to war with your teammates. I'm a very competitive player, and obviously you can't really possess that in all areas of life. So being able to just go on the court and be that aggressive, hardworking player and just going to war with your teammates, doing it for your coach, that's probably the funnest part of the game for me.
To me, one word to describe competing for SFU is determination, because I am surrounded by teammates who face adversity but persevere to achieve success. That persistence motivates and drives me to better myself on and off the mat. I am Peyton Smith, and I am proud to be on the SFU women's wrestling team. For me, one word to describe competing for SFU is tradition. Because year after year, players old and new step onto the court with a unified goal to strive to be the best. It is the belief that maintaining a winning tradition is a competitive battle worth fighting for. I am Sophie Swant, and I am proud to be on Canada's NCAA women's basketball team.
Mike. And we are joined again here by Clan assistant coach Brett McDonald. Coach, talk about that opening half of play, the energy you guys brought in, the nice shooting groove you got into early as well.
Yeah, the first 15 minutes we got stops and we just pushed the ball. You know, we got good buckets in transition. Guys hit shots. Guys felt confident. We had a good week shooting the ball in practice, and you know, you could tell.
Before we get to, the end of that first half, just a quick question about your seniors, the guys that aren't able to play today, Isaiah Sherman-Newsom, JJ Pankratz. How tough is it for these guys, and how much do you feel for the fact that they can't finish the season out here this late?
Yeah, it's really tough for those guys. Obviously, you want to finish on a high note. You want to go out on your own way. Sometimes, it's just nature. It doesn't happen. But you know what? They've been great teammates on and off the court since their injuries. So it's nice to have them still.
Last question, Coach. You know what? You need momentum, but they hit a couple of big threes there coming down the stretch. Was that part of the script of the halftime discussion?
You know what? Basketball is a game of runs. All teams go on runs. It's just about stopping the runs and containing them. Teams are going to go on 7-0 runs and that. We just got to get back to doing what we're good at, getting stops, pushing the ball, hitting open shots, and having fun.
All right, Brett, go get them. Thanks so much. Brett McDonald, assistant coach, Simon Fraser Clan. Thanks for joining us here as we get set to open the second half of play, and we'll run through some of the numbers as we look at our screen and see that Simon Fraser shot a sizzling 55.2% from the field. The Nanooks of Alaska Fairbanks following at 47.8%, so both teams shot it real well. Simon Fraser 7 of 13. Fairbanks 4 of 12, but they hit their last 2 from the field, so they got on a roll there as well. The rebounds were soft. Simon Fraser with 9 assists and 13 points off turnover, so they made the most of their opportunity. Simon Fraser built their lead to as large as 18 points in that opening half of play. But they lead by 10 here at the break, and we look at some of the numbers first. For Fairbanks, leading the way, Trey Eisenhut, 2 of 3 from beyond the arc. He is the Nanooks leader with 10 points at the half, 7 points for Mitchell, Amenephis Mitchell, as well 6 points for Dalton Lutens and 5 for Michael Kluting. For Simon Fraser, a couple of double-figure scores on the board, led by Kadar Salam. He shot 6 of 9 from the field in the opening half, including a pair of triples, 2 of 4 from beyond the arc, a pair of steals as well. So 14 points in 17 minutes for Kadar Salam, who's had a tremendous senior season for Simon Fraser. Jordan Muir-Kyung, a perfect 4 of 4 from the field, including 3 triples, 11 points in 15 minutes. Some of the other clan scorers of note would be Othniel Spence with 5 points, 4 points for Tyrell Lewin, 3 points for Bowen Bakken, and 2 apiece for Michael Provenzano and Bongani Moyo. Simon Fraser brought 8 players onto the floor in that opening half of play. And as we mentioned, shot 55.2% from the field. A great job by Simon Fraser. So they, as Coach McDonald said, will try and get back into a groove in a game of runs that basketball is, and they'll do it with Michael Provenzano wearing number 20, Othniel Spence wearing number 0, Jordan Muir-Kyung number 5, Kadar Salam number 11. All 4 guards, all 4 can hit the 3, and Tyrell Lewin number 23, the man in the middle. The Fairbanks Nanooks are going to bring out the big man and start him in the middle. Joe Lenway wasn't among the starters, but Lenway out there right now, along with Davis Kimball, another non-starter. So head coach Vic Durham going with the players that got his team going late in the opening half of play. Zach Hatch as well, another bench player, as well as Donovan Wilder. So what a group he's got here. Kimball, cross-court pass, Hatch puts it up, and he has a good look at a 3. Great offensive board there by Lenway. Penetration dish by Mitchell, Amenephis Mitchell, but his pass off the mark, and it will be Clan basketball in the first 28 seconds of play here in the second half. Simon Fraser with the basketball now. Here's Salam. Provenzano quickly. Spence wheels into the paint, puts up a floater off the mark. Tough break there. Othniel Spence, his Achilles heel. He's got 3 fouls, and his fouls are coming as we watch on the Clan TV replay. Wanting to be aggressive, you certainly don't want to shut that part of it down, but a tough break as he takes the offensive foul with that floater. Back to live action now, the Nanooks. Lenway muscling up against Tyrell Lewin. Tries to put some English on that shot, but you credit Tyrell Lewin for disrupting his body chemistry down low. Here's Salam with the basketball now. Back up to Provenzano. Mike with a crossover move now to Kadar into the paint. Kadar, the turnaround move. Muir-Kyung for 3. Bingo! Jordan Muir-Kyung. Number 5's having himself a night. Muir-Kyung now with 14 points in this game. He's 4 of 4 from beyond the arc and 5 of 5 from the field. A miss at the other end and a rebound by Moyo, number 13. Crossover move by Kadar into the paint. Pivot, up fake, off the window, can't get the angle. And a pinball drill underneath, and who's going to get the basketball? Simon Fraser's Tyrell Lewin. Oh, they will call a jump ball. It'll stay with the Clan on the alternating possession. Getting down and dirty there was Davis Kimball, number 22. And a great look by our Clan TV crew once again as Simon Fraser keeps the basketball. A couple of subs into the game. They'll get 2 starters back in, and Alex Bayham, number 21, and Michael Kluting, number 40. And have gotten great penetration from their guards, and here's Muir-Kyung. No look pass, knows where the big man is, and he will get the friendly shooter's roll. Tyrell Lewin makes it 46-31. So the Clan on a 5-0 run here to start the second half of play. Of course, we mentioned they led by as many as 18 in that opening half. Turnaround move off the window, high angle shot, played well by Michael Kluting. Kluting, the sophomore, 6'7", 230 out of Palmer, Alaska. Kadar does his best, and he's actually, I thought he had saved it for a second. And to avoid the turnover on the travel there, they call a timeout and a heads-up move there by Davis Kimball to keep possession of the basketball here in the early going. And that short break is going to give us time to let you know about some of those who helped bring Clan TV to the air. We're always grateful to our friends at Charter Bus Lines. Charter Bus Lines, the official motor coach of Simon Fraser University Athletics. They're proud to support SFU football and all Clan teams. Their dedication to providing safe and comfortable transportation to games throughout the Pacific Northwest. Of course, charterbusLines.com, the place to find them. As well, the SFU Spirit Shop has SFU branded clothing and merchandise. They're proud to support SFU athletics. Located at the Burnaby campus in the Maggie Benson Center. You pick up your SFU athletic swag there today, the SFU Spirit Shop. As well, Varsity Letters, something near and dear to my heart. Call it the most trusted source for BC High School and University sports, varsityletters.ca. And a story this week for Clan basketball fans on the journey of Taylor Jackson from Brookswood Secondary, 5 times in the BC High School Final Four to a Division I career at Cal Irvine, now here to Simon Fraser as a junior and having a great season. Take a look at those GNAC standings, and Simon Fraser, second from the bottom of the table at 3-13, a 5-game losing streak, but playing like a team that wants to snap that slide today against the 8-8 Anchorage Nanooks. Of course, Alaska Anchorage will be here on Saturday as part of another doubleheader here at the West Gym. Nanooks have gotten it down to 13, including battling Lewin underneath, in and out of the cylinder, and Tyrell Lewin doing just enough to get the stop down low for Simon Fraser. Provenzano now probing the kick back to Moyo. Johnny to Kadar Salam. Salam attracts a crowd wherever he goes. Shot clock now down to 8 as Kadar tries to penetrate this zone. Can't do it. He is going to force a shot from 17 off the front of the iron. Lewin tried to chase it down, almost got his mitts on it, couldn't do it. 13-point lead. Fairbanks would love to make it a 10-pointer, and they come close off the missed 3 ball. Simon Fraser back-to-back stops here with a 13-point lead. Amir Kian comes out to receive the basketball. Measures up the short little jumper, and Simon Fraser, they are tickling the iron today. They are showing that intimate relationship with the rims here in the West Gym. They're getting some very friendly rolls, doing just enough to get those shots to fall down. 15-point lead here for the Clan. A drive and a dish underneath. They wanted to go to Kluting. It's going to go off of the Nanooks, and it's going to go to the Simon Fraser Clan. Steve Hansen, maybe you can hear him. He's right in front of our broadcast location here at the West Gym. Encouraging his guys. Simon Fraser gets into their offensive set. Kadar, quick look, and a quick hitter there as Kadar steps up from 18 and knocks it down. 50-33, 17-point lead, one off the game high here for Simon Fraser. Ball movement here by the Fairbanks Nanooks on the baseline. The reverse lane won't go. Kluting follows. He can't buy a basket either. And that is a snake-bitten sequence for head coach Mick Durham and company. Simon Fraser would like to make them pay for that as Mir Kian. Oh, a crazy angle off the window. Lewin bats it though right into the hands of Mitchell. Very quickly down the floor. Thought about the pull-up 3 from Eisenhut. Instead, Trey across the floor to Kimball. Davis will rise with the jump shot and knock it down. Davis Kimball, a beautiful looking shot for the 5'11 junior out of Hayward, California. 5 minutes into this second half of play from the West Gym. Simon Fraser with that 15-point lead. Salam wants 3 more and he gets it. Kadar rises and knocks down the big triple. Restores the Clan's largest lead of the game at 18 points. So Salam feeling it. Does Alaska have the answer? A very unconventional 3-point release there from LaDonovan Wilder, a 6'7 senior. And transfer to City College of San Francisco. Kadar will try it again. Bingo! Kadar back to back! Opposite sides of the floor for Kadar Salam. It doesn't matter. You can put a blindfold on number 11 right now, and he's going to knock it down. Kadar red hot, and the Clan with a 21-point lead, their largest of the game. A timeout on the floor. And we'll take a short timeout as well. 56-35. All Simon Fraser here from the West Gym.
When I first came to SFU, I thought I knew exactly what I wanted. When I got into my second semester, I suddenly wasn't so sure what I wanted to do anymore. So I started to explore a little bit. Archaeology, communications, history, even kinesiology. And then I decided to go on exchange to France for a year. I was an orientation leader for a year, became a community advisor in residence, helped start a choir, I even took a rowing course. After SFU, I have lots of possibilities of what I could do, but whatever I do, I know I'll be ready for it.
For me, one word to describe competing for SFU is tradition. Because year after year, players old and new step onto the court with a unified goal to strive to be the best. It is the belief that maintaining a winning tradition is a competitive battle worth fighting for. I am Sophie Swant, and I am proud to be on Canada's NCAA women's basketball team.
And we are back here with you in the West Gym as we watch the sweet release of Kadar Salam. Time to let you know about February 17th at 7:30. Well, tonight exactly, we'll let you know about Northwest Nazarene, the Nighthawks, a 7:30 start right after this game. Simon Fraser Clan women in action. We should also let you know the Simon Fraser men, as part of another doubleheader on Saturday, they will play Alaska Anchorage, a 7:30 start there. It's seniors night. Pankrat, Salam, Sherman Newsom, all to be honored. And we are back to live action. 56-35 our score. Clan with their biggest lead of the game, and of course the big highlight here has been the back-to-back three-pointers by Kadar Salam. What a performance he had to knock down those 2 triples from bookend sides of the half court. 56-35 our score here. So Kadar doing what he needs to do here to get his team a victory. Of course, the Clan coming in on a 5-game losing streak. Kadar now pushed that total out to 22 points. Both he and Mir Kyung have hit 4 triples each. Jordan Mir Kyung with 16 points, Kadar Salam with a game high 22. And that margin is 21 points, so Salam's been huge. Thanks for watching this game. Athletics.sfu.ca, the place to follow Simon Fraser Clan Athletics. Back to live action here, and the Clan inbound the basketball. All theirs with 14 minutes left in this game and a 21-point lead. A position the Clan have worked hard to put themselves into tonight, and certainly not time to take your foot off the gas pedal here against the Nanooks. Salam, Lewin comes out to meet him. Chest pass off the chest of Moyo. He salvages it. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Down to 4. Salam will rise again, and he'll knock down another 3. Kadar Salam on fire. Salam now 5 of 7. from beyond the arc. He's got a game-high 25 points, and no one is in Kadar Salam's galaxy in the gym tonight. He is playing a terrific game. Underneath, soft touch won't go there for Lutens. Mir Kyung wants to keep pace, and he does! So Jordan Mir Kyung, moments after Kadar hits his 5th triple, says, I can do that too. And Jordan Mir Kyung is a sizzling 5 of 5 from beyond the arc. And he's 6 of 6 from the field. Simon Fraser, so dominant right now. They miss on the triple there. But Simon Fraser, what a performance here as the Clan player barrels over one of the signs. It's Provenzano. He gets a nice hand, and certainly with a huge lead. It says a lot about what the Clan are about when Provenzano is going to put his body on the line and dive over one of the barriers for a loose ball. Kadar Salam, his teammate, there to applaud that, get him back on his feet as the Clan now defending. Tipping off a loose ball, the Clan don't react. Othniel Spence is going to come into the game. Hasn't played since he took that 3rd foul. Ooh, this is a lockdown defense by Simon Fraser, but they're going to get called for the foul. Provenzano is going to get called for the foul. Looks like he had his man tied up, and they would go to the alternating possession instead of foul is called there. So Provenzano, the big high five from head coach Hansen as he comes off the floor. Mir Kyung, Spence, Salam on the guards with Moyo and Lewin. Charging down the floor, Spence gives it up to Salam. What a move from Kadar as he lays it up and in. Kadar Salam now with 27 points. Of course, Kadar in their victory over Central Washington had 40 points. And he's on that kind of a pace here today. It's the zone that Kadar Salam has been in so many times. It's made him the leading scorer in the GNAC this season. Here's Jalen McCullough. Lenway now with the basketball quickly to Trey Eisenhut, and that's his money off the mark. Lenway can't squeeze it, but it'll stay with the Nanuks. As we approach the midway mark of this second half of play, there's a timeout on the floor. We'll take a short timeout as well here from the West Gym atop Burnaby Mountain. Simon Fraser 64, Alaska Fairbanks 35.
To me, one word to describe competing for SFU is determination, because I am surrounded by teammates who face adversity but persevere to achieve success. That persistence motivates and drives me to better myself on and off the mat. I am Peyton Smith, and I am proud to be on the SFU women's wrestling team.
From the West Gym atop Burnaby Mountain, Howard Smurner Clan TV, a special night if you're a Clan men's basketball fan. Simon Fraser has exerted its dominance here as Alaska Fairbanks opening a weekend swing here in the GNAC. Get down to the nitty-gritty of this season. Loose ball and a scramble on the floor right now. 64-35, that's not a typo on your screen. Simon Fraser, as we take a look at the replay, and the pinball effect here is Tyrell Lewin hustles to try and save that basketball. Instead, it'll go to the Nanuks, and quickly as they try to inbound the basketball with Lewis. McCullough, the entry down to Lenway, look for the handoff, can't give it to him. This time, though, it'll be Bayham, and he goes right to the window for the layup. Turns the corner, goes right to the window for the lay-in. 64-37 the score. Bowen Bakken now into the game, wearing number 11. Spence digs in, creates his own space, and rises for the jump shot. Othniel, beautiful jump shot there. 66-37 the score. Fairbanks, we told you, came in with an 8-8 record, and certainly no slouches in the GNAC this season. Locked in a tie in the standings with their state rivals, Alaska Anchorage, heading into this contest, but certainly it's been all Simon Fraser. That scoreboard, not a liar here, 66-37. And really it started in the opening stages of this game. Simon Fraser just digging down on their half-court sets defensively. Minutes left in this contest here. Bakken back up top to Muir Keung. Othniel rises, the NBA triple's gonna fall for Othniel. Spence, and he knocks down another shot from distance. It's a three-point barrage from Simon Fraser. Bongani Moyo quickly to Othniel Spence and leading the charge down the floor. Oh, and a miss there. Points left on the floor, hasn't happened too often for Simon Fraser today. As Spence went down the floor against 3 Nanooks and still created a great scoring opportunity for himself. Double clutch drive underneath off the window, gobbled up there by Bowen Bakken. Here's Jordan Muir-Keung now. Bakken to Spence. Tees up the three from the top off the front of the iron there. Lewin trying to bat it away from behind is going to get called for the foul. And that's Tyrell's third foul of the game, check that. So Tyrell Lewin will come out. Alex Frangis, number 34, checks in for him. And again, we have this troika. Bongani Moyo, Alex Frangis, and Bowen Bakken. They're out there right now with Othniel Spence and Jordan Muir-Keung. And I highlight those three as guys that we're not seeing a ton of minutes earlier in the season. Of course, having 2 of your 3 seniors injured for the remainder of the season is a tough one. They'll be honored on seniors night. Isaiah Sherman-Newsom and JJ Pankratz would certainly be welcome and love to be playing in this game right now. Fairbanks baseline. Oh, and a tough break there. Moyo is going to get called for the foul, just a bit too aggressive on the baseline for Bongani Moyo. Drive and a dish on the baseline there by Zach Hatch. Doesn't have a receiver. Goes out of bounds. Simon Fraser basketball. A lot of turnovers here for Alaska tonight. Tipped away there though by Mitchell. Quick hitter from the Nanooks off the mark. But they get the recycle and it's Donovan Wilder now. He goes to Bayham, who's got the ball back. Fairbanks underneath, has a mismatch instead to the big man on the baseline, and Michael Cluding knocks down the jump shot there. A 17-footer on the baseline, he swishes it, number 40. Provenzano, number 20, set the check in now for Simon Fraser. Catch and shoot, or 3, why not when you're that hot, but Othniel Spence denied the 3 ball. Spence, Muir-Keung, and Kadar Salam have been ridiculous from beyond the arc tonight. Simon Fraser with a 30-point lead over Alaska Anchorage. Yes, I'm saying that, a 30-point lead over Alaska Fairbanks. Check that, a 13-point lead. Provenzano back up top to Salam. We haven't had a chance to say that too many times, obviously, the last few seasons here with Simon Fraser. The program has struggled mightily. As we mentioned, the Clan with 3 wins on the season, coming in second from the bottom in the GNAC standings and looking to snap a 5-game losing streak here tonight. Salam with the basketball. Kadar to the free throw line, kicks back up top to Bakken. Shot clock now down to 6. Tough elbow jumper is not going to roll. Bakken a second offensive rebound, and Bowen Bakken showing the hustle and the desire is on his knees as he had a couple of looks at it. Clan come away without a score there. Good job defensively by Fairbanks. Underneath they go, and they'll lay it up and in underneath. Davis Kimball. If I'm not mistaken, Steve Hansen said 12 minutes without a foul. I think he's referring to Fairbanks avoiding the whistle. Time on the floor, we'll keep it here with 7:59 remaining. Simon Fraser, the big lead. And we talked about some of that redshirt talent that is set to join Simon Fraser next year. It will be fun to see some numbers in that lineup. Simon Fraser challenged with their numbers, are able to get those freshmen out onto the practice court, but not in the games here. See some of them there, the smaller player there, Keegan Kahn, who was a great story for his senior season at Holy Cross, but an injury wiped out his season, his senior season of high school, and certainly Sherman Newsom and Pankratz can relate to a lot of the stuff that Keegan Kahn went through. Keegan Kahn, I'll say, quite honestly, might have been the fastest guy off the dribble in all of BC high school basketball last season in his senior year. He was a blur until his injury, and we'll see how he fares here if he gets into this lineup and is able to contribute as a redshirt freshman next season. That is always challenging, but certainly there's a lot of promise in the Clan freshman. Vancouver College basketball fans will remember Sam Bailey as well. Bailey spending a redshirt season here, and he'll be ready for action next season. A couple of out-of-province players as well from just south of the line. You can go to varsityletters.ca, go under the University men's basketball logo, and there's some stories about those players. Here's a great roll from Michael Provenzano, who will basket home to restore the 30-point lead. Fairbanks with a three-pointer. Batted off the back of glass. Davis Kimball just shy. He's a great three-point shooter. Bakken thought about the three, instead he'll dribble into the paint. Square up and swirls in and out of the cylinder for Bakken. What a hustle maniac Bowen Bakken is. Almost saved it. Couldn't do it in Alaska. Trying to play at ultra tempo, throws it right into their own bench. So Clan basketball, 7:19 remaining, all Simon Fraser. Okay, no timeout. I didn't think so, as the teams get back on the floor. Simon Fraser basketball. Provenzano, Moyo, Kadar Salam, Alex Branges, and Bowen Bakken, the 5 Clan players on the floor right now. Here's Kadar, turns the corner, pulls up at the paint. Provenzano looks for a seam in the defense. They are shadowing Provenzano. Provenzano is the redshirt sophomore on the London, Ontario course, a transfer to Lake Superior State. Key member of this Clan team, starting at the point guard spot, and Provenzano, uniquely this season, has had scoring guards around him and then becomes a facilitator. But Michael Provenzano, if you leave him to his own defenses to score the basketball, can do a super job, and so much of that based on that great handle he has. As we take a look at head coach Steve Hansen addressing the troops in this timeout. Simon Fraser having seniors night on Saturday. It's still, with the 3 seniors, still a young team. And our congratulations to Kadar Salam for being selected a TNAC All-Academic Player this year. Kadar keeping the numbers high on the court, but also in the classroom. So congrats to Kadar Salam. 15 on the shot clock now, 7 minutes left in this game as Provenzano wields the basketball at the top of the arc. Shot clock down to 7. Salam is going to hoist it. Not in rhythm there. But Bakken with an offensive rebound. Vranjes lays it in. And Alex Vranjes will step up to the free throw line. So a great job there as Alex Vranjes sticks with it as you look at the Clan TV replay. Vranjes gets the ball, or rather, Bowen Bakken does a great job, and Bakken's been hustling all night. He gets the ball to Vranjes, who gets fouled at the last second. Oh, and can't complete the three-point play, but statement made, 32-point lead, largest of the night here for Simon Fraser off the Alex Vranjes basket. Here's McCullough, great burst, kicks it on the baseline. Right to the window for the lay-in. Donovan Wilder, no travel call there. Steve Hansen doing the dance on the sideline, trying to mimic what he thought was a travel, as Wilder goes right to the basket. Here's Kadar. Lulls his defender to sleep and says hello with the big three. Enough said, Kadar Salam, what a night he's had. Laid it up and in on the baseline. Michael Cluting. Clan calling up the signal. The set here is a turnover, a 2-on-1 down the floor, and a big Euro step to the basket. Can't get it to go with a follow by Michael Cluting. Amonifus Mitchell denied on the foray to the basket, but they get the finish. We will see Tyrell Lewin checking in at the next stoppage for Simon Fraser. Salam crossover to Bowen Bakken. Shot clock down to 10. Provenzano will take it all the way back out and reset. Working off the Vranjes high screen. Can kick back to Kadar. 3 on the shot clock. Kadar's got to react. He goes off the window, and with 1 second left, Kadar says, how about that? Just call them buckets. He's scoring them all over the court right now. 77-47, Simon Fraser. Including well off the mark there. Kadar chases down the loose ball. 4:40 remaining. Dalton Luton's number 34 set to check in soon for Fairbanks. Vranjes the kick to Bakken for 3, and he's fouled as he's falling out of bounds. And Zach Hatch is going to get called for the foul there, and Bowen Bakken's going to step up and shoot 3 from the free throw line. Bakken on the money. A lot of smiles on the faces of these Clan players as they leave the floor. They refortify. Jordan Mirakiel, number 5, and Othniel Spence wearing 0 come into the game. Bongani Moyo, Tyrell Lewin, and Bowen Bakken, who misses the free throw. The other Clan players on the floor, the ball corralled by Lutens. And a tough night for the guys in blue from Fairbanks. Certainly not their best effort this season. Here's a steal by Bakken. Going the skip pass to Muir Kyung. He's going to get it back and get up top here. Muir Kyung instead will run things from the point guard position. 4 minutes remaining. Bakken back up top. Muir Kyung gets it back. Nice move on the baseline. Kick for the lay-in, and Bongani Moyo comes waltzing through the paint and is fed the ball for a high percentage layup underneath. What a play run there by the Clan, 81-47. And the ball barreling into our broadcast location here at center court at the West Gym. Timeout on the floor as we take a look at the Bongani Moyo lay-in. He kisses it high off the window. To the light of the hearty crowd here at the West Gym. We'll keep it here. 81-47 our score. Simon Fraser, certainly some time remaining in this game. As we look at the next home game, of course, it follows this game. It's a 7:30 tip as Northwest Nazarene, one of the powers in the GNAC this season, I believe carrying a mighty record, a second-place record in the conference. And they will come in here tonight to face the SFU Clan in women's basketball action. So get ready for Northwest Nazarene and Simon Fraser University set to square off next. And you know, there's going to be so much riding on the Clan's ability to exert themselves down low, get some of those tough points underneath. And to that end, keep a good eye on Sophie Swant, team's leading scorer, one of the leading scorers in the GNAC. Sophie Swant out of Argyle Secondary, North Vancouver, has carved out a terrific career here with the Simon Fraser Clan. And in a season where a number of unpredictable factors have hit the Clan in terms of the players, some with eligibility not returning, they have turned to Sophie, who has been dynamic as a rebounder and scorer. That will follow us. Simon Fraser women against Northwest Nazarene at 7:30. The main action here from the West Gym. Nanooks with the ball in blue. They go underneath. Turnaround, old school. Thank you, jump hook. Clutons with a turnaround effort. Coming out of the timeout to make it 81-49. Still that lead at 32 points for Simon Fraser. He's a longtime broadcaster of Clan basketball right through their entire NCAA tenure. That is something we haven't said a lot of in GNAC play. Turnover here. Simon Fraser still needing to mind the shop, certainly with 3 minutes remaining. Gonna get that ball back. Eric Young will run the show. Owen Bakken for three. Oh, great rebound by Lewin. He leans back out of his area to get that carry. New shot clock for Simon Fraser. 2:30 left here in the game. Spence reverses back up top. Young will work off Lewin's screen. Spence with the basketball. Moyo, medium ranger, and he will rattle that one home. Certainly that is the term. He rattles it home. Touches all parts of the iron as it falls through for Bongani Moyo. Down to 2 minutes remaining here. Tough night to be Fairbanks Nanook here. Certainly their second half performance has left something to be desired, and certainly not indicative of an 8-8 team in this tough conference. Simon Fraser coming in 3-13. What an effort it's been for Simon Fraser. No look underneath Moyo. Undersized in the paint, has a good look at it. Too strong off the back iron. Clutons, though, showing some nice handle in the open floor. Goes right to the rim. He goes the full 94 to lay it up and in. Eric Young, what a night he's had. Spence now, as we approach 1 minute remaining. Skip underneath by Lewin. They move it around with flair. The high arcing three is not going to fall for Spence. As we hit under a minute remaining, a hallmark night here for the Simon Fraser Clan. It would take an act of God for the Clan not to win this basketball game. Batted away there by Spence as the Nanooks work it around, but for all the struggles that have been here for Simon Fraser Clan men's basketball in the NCAA era, this is a landmark victory. I don't know for sure, but this must be the largest margin of victory for Simon Fraser in a GNAC game since they came into the GNAC. What an effort it's been as we get down to 28 seconds. Just a note to all of our viewers, we will wrap this contest immediately upon its completion, but we hope you will join us for women's basketball tipping off at 7:30. Here's Bakken underneath. Lewin, no fall underneath as he's repelled underneath. 13 seconds left in this basketball game, 83-51. What a historic night it's been for Simon Fraser men's basketball. 83-51. Unquestionably, the high water mark in terms of margin of victory for Simon Fraser in an NCAA Division II men's conference game. What a performance tonight by the hometown team, 83-51 our score. Simon Fraser coming in at 3-13, but looking like a 13-3 team here tonight. What an effort it was from start to finish. Lockdown defense in the second half, and it results in a 32-point victory. Howard Samura here from the West Gym as head coach Steve Hansen comes down media row. We give him the big fist pump as a terrific victory for Simon Fraser men's basketball. They'll be at it again against Anchorage on Saturday, 7:30. Hope you join us then. But remember, 7:30, Northwest Nazarene, Simon Fraser women's basketball action live from the West Gym. For everybody in the Clan TV crew, Howard Samura back with you for the women's game.